I've always taken a stance that family channels have always been pure evil on YouTube. From the many scandals that always eventually come out to them just being outright abusive on their family channels. There's no shortage of things out there that you can look at from family channels and different, you know, exposés about them. But recently, we got a big one, The Passenger of Five. And if you want to look at the depths of pure evil, this is something you can look at.
The YouTube star and mother of 6 now facing child abuse charges, appearing before a judge from jail. Tonight, we are hearing the 911 call about her 12-year-old son that led to her arrest and learning more about possible red flags that were missed. Here's ABC's Zareen Shaw.
Tonight, YouTube influencer and mother...
Oh, I should probably put a content warning, because what you're about to hear is some very dark, disturbing things. That is kind of surreal to how crazy reality is sometimes.
Ruby Franke facing a judge for child abuse charges.
Have you received a copy of the information in this case?
Yes.
The Utah mom
I feel
of
no
6
sympathy
appearing
for her.
from jail, a stark contrast to the online personality who once reached millions on social media with her harsh parenting advice.
I'm not even going to let you eat breakfast until you get your chores done.
And we're now
So she would constantly brag about not wanting to feed her kids. There are stories of them being told that they couldn't eat for like various punishments. It's just, it's very disturbing.
911 call that led to her arrest. A neighbor calling police after Franke's 12-year-old son climbed out of the window of her business partner's home, Jody Hillebrand, who is also now charged with child abuse.
He's emaciated. He's got tape around his legs. He's hungry and he's thirsty.
That color emotional.
This kid has obviously been, I think he's been detained.
Franke's 10-year-old daughter also found emaciated inside the same home, and now questions about missed red flags. ABC News obtaining records showing officers responded to Franke's home more than a dozen times over 4 years.
A dozen times? The cops came a dozen times, they didn't find anything? Yeah, they didn't see the rib cage sticking out of the kid's stomach? Bro, this is insane. Like, the caller was crying, seeing what they saw. They found the kid starving and emaciated, dying pretty much as he arrived, thirsty.
Say a judge denied
This is disgusting.
a search warrant.
You know, I obviously don't like to talk about parental things because I don't have any kids. I'm gonna put that out there. But like, I just, on a human level, like, not even, this is just, I don't even know what to say. This is like, I don't even have to, you don't have to have kids to say how evil this is. What am I talking about? What the fuck?
Just sorry that those 2 little ones had to be the ones to go through that.
Bruh.
And Mary, police tell us a school resource officer could not get the kids to open up. They also say officials went to the home, but the family locked the door and would not respond. Mary?
Here's an update recently. The kids were manipulated. Not a surprise. If they were too scared to talk about what was going on, or they're being threatened in some way.
Utah bloggers accused of child abuse put on hold today. Thanks for joining us for 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Cabell.
And I'm Heidi Hatch. A bail hearing for both Ruby Franke and Jody Hillebrand, scheduled for this morning in St. George, was postponed just hours before it was set to start. Attorneys filed a motion to postpone, citing the large amount of discovery that still needs to be reviewed. We do have team coverage for you tonight following the very latest developments.
I hope the large amount of discovery puts them away for another 20 years, dude. Like, this is like, I don't know how you can, I just don't know how you can sleep at night. Like, I hope that just being postponed means that they're gathering more evidence to kind of like judge in its entirety. That's what I hope. I'm not a lawyer, but jeez, dude.
Jody Hillebrand. But first, Ruby and her husband Kevin were in court today for a welfare case involving their children.
Amanda Gilbert joining us live tonight from the courthouse with the very latest there. Amanda.
Yeah, cameras were not allowed inside the courtroom today, but reporters were. And actually, during the hearing today, Ruby Franke's attorney said that she would be in jail, quote, for the foreseeable future. Also, for the first time.
Foreseeable future is not long enough, all right? Lock up the keys.
Today, I spoke with Kevin Franke's attorney. I asked about the
Crazy.
future of the children. I asked Kevin's attorney about
No.
this.
No. This case should obviously be up to the public. And it's not only because I enjoy making videos about this. It's because that we need to learn that these family channels are evil. That is it. And it's just to save her own skin. Like, the only reason she wants to do it is because she's made a public channel going over the intricacies of her family or whatever. And now when it's inconvenient for her, she wants to close it up. I actually think it's kind of gross, and I think it should all be open.
Have all this media exposure to them individually as
it's fine to profit, but when it starts
manipulated, I think it's
disgusting.
Better held privately.
In the courtroom, Virginia Blanchard, who represents the children in the case, stated, "We're not talking about adults, children, sensitive information that has been published worldwide."
Maybe keep that, yeah.
Transparency in court is important, so she needs more time to think about this. She also asked Sherry Franke, Ruby and Kevin's oldest daughter, who was at the hearing with an attorney, to weigh in on the request to close this case, which could prevent her from attending future hearings.
I think she has a...
That is true, to be fair. It's not fair to the children. That, you know, will come out of this in a better spot, hopefully. To have their whole hearing publicized, like, actually, that's a hard decision. I don't know. At the same time, I want to see her punished properly, but at the same time, the children shouldn't be involved in something that can actually hurt them down the line or be very traumatic. So I guess for the children, you probably shouldn't publicize it if it means that they can, you know, not have to be put through that. I don't like her, but there are children involved, and you know, you got to keep that in mind.
The right to be a part of these.
That's rough, dude. That sucks. Alright, there are many other reports of her taking away her bed from her kids. Couldn't find the video. Tried to look up for a bit, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But there is plenty of information out there. If you guys really wanted to see it, I could try to do it if you want me to find it for you guys. Also, she also had reports of her withholding food for her kids many times as punishment. She is absolutely just a evil person. And it makes me really feel bad for anybody, for children in this scenario. Obviously, they're in the worst case, but I hopefully she gets a book thrown at her. She deserves that alone, okay? But anyways, this is Satius. Let's do another video. I'll see you guys again. Take it easy, all right?